I may have had sponsor commitments. I had them clear my schedules. The 11 hard into the wall.
And we talked about pushing the limits in qualifying. I just talked about Kyle Busch turning early, trying to leave straighter, and that was traditional. But when you do push these limits, this is what happens. This is the result of something being different at the racetracks, trying something different. That's what happens. As a driver, you have to push the issues. The negative is when you push that issue, sometimes things don't work out. And so he's where he wants to be right there, and he's trying to keep that corner exit opened up. Turns right here and just gets loose. See it wiggling just a little bit right there, and now he's out of that VHT, and the car gets loose, and he just loses it. That's why I said earlier, I think ultimately we're going to see the racetrack apply the material further off the corner. I think that they've applied it where it needs to be, but I think as far as left to right in the corner, I think now it's going to need to come out a little bit further.
Hey, Jeff, and just you mentioned how Lucy's getting off the corner there. A lot of teams, as I scan the garage here, have been mentioning getting loose off the corner. And sometimes we hear that because you get a little tight in the center and you got a lot of wheel in it. But it just seems like a lot of teams are struggling with two things. Drive off, being able to put that power down off the corner, and then being able to hook up that right rear tire.
And a spin in turn 2 already.
That's right in the middle. Where he ended up was not even on the exit of turn 2.
So. All this damn blue paint.
So I'm not going to pick on David Reagan because we've actually seen this before here in Richmond, but he's basically just leaving pit road right here. He's on the apron of the racetrack. He goes to give it some gas and spins into the grass. I mean, and
a lot of people are seeing what's going on. We have a spin on the back straightaway.
Big contact. Yep.
Could be a backup car for sure.
Absolutely true. That is a 24 of Dylan Lupton. He's had hard contact.
Super loose when I was trying to slow.
Talking to his crew, you can see moving around in there, so that's good news, but that will bring the session to a halt. Red flag out, time stops in the 20-minute first round. See the window net going down, and that's Dylan telling everyone that I'm okay, but pretty unhappy right now. Off of 2. Trying to put the power down, but can't.
Yeah, and this is what the drivers were telling me, that it's all good. You've got grip. You're obviously carrying more speed because you have that grip. But then once you get off of it, the rear tires lose traction very quickly. And so if you're loose at all and you start losing that traction, this is exactly what can happen. You see a hard hit down to the inside wall.
Just trying to get a hold of it and just missed getting into that opening there. Grabs the wall.
Here to give the command to start engines for today's Overtons 200. Please welcome your Grand Marshal, founder of Overtons, Parker Overton.
New Hampshire, Overton says thank you. Now, drivers, start your engines.
Green flag in the air, we're racing. Sliding almost sideways. Early on was the 21. It's Daniel Hemrick trying to get a handle on that car.
Brad Keselowski on that bottom lane. That's not something we're accustomed to seeing work. Normally you get stuck down on the bottom, you just get blown by. But with that PJ1 material on the bottom, he's hanging tough with Kyle Busch.
And I think the key is what you just saw right there, not allowing the 18 to exit off the bottom.
And as they come through 3 and 4, one last hard push for Ryan Preece. Kyle Larson has the advantage, and Kyle Larson's going to win stage 1. But a valiant effort by Ryan Preece. Kyle Larson restarted 11th and was able to battle up and take that stage win between himself and Kyle Busch as he comes out of 4. Brad Keselowski's going to win stage 2. And Brendan Gaughan will stay in front to be the first car eligible for the free pass. Kyle Busch, Kyle Larson, Ryan Preece, and William Byron the top 5. Under a lap to go for Kyle Busch, looking for his series leading 89th victory in the Xfinity Series as he comes out of turn number 4, a very familiar sight. Kyle Busch wins again at New Hampshire.
Nice job, boss. We'll pick one better next week. Good job, guys.
Career best finish for Preece. William Byron, another valiant effort. Rowdy Burns, the driver from Days of Thunder. One of Kyle Busch's favorite characters from that movie. And that is why he has Rowdy on the door. As he is going to burn down these tires in the process of climbing out of the car while he was doing the burnout. And a very familiar sight. We'll see him bow to the crowd.
He knows how to do burnouts. There's no doubt about that. We'll let him take his helmet off. It is so cool. The fans have come down here to get a close-up view of Kyle Busch after a great win here in New Hampshire. And Kyle, what was your reaction when Brad Keselowski had that problem on pit road?
Well, you can't always count on the fastest car winning the race, I guess, but you know, you can count on teamwork, and so we had that today. Our guys did a great job in the pits and gave me a great piece in order to go out here and contend with them. You know, we put the pressure on them. We kept close enough that I knew when we pitted, they'd have to pit right after us, and they were probably in a hurry because they knew we were going to have a lap on tires on them. But overall, just great day. Thanks to all the fans. Appreciate everybody coming out to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. This is fun. This is one of the most fun days because we see so many classes of racing here. So if you don't come out here, you're certainly missing out.
I was going to tell you, turn around. Look at these fans, how they've all kind of come down to meet you here on the start-finish line.
Well, that's awesome because, you know, they support their favorite driver. They support sometimes their least favorite driver. But it's all fun when we're able to come out here and put on a great show for the fans. And, you know, I was nervous that we were going to see a caution there, but obviously the race played out, and we got green all the way to the end. And I was just trying to save what I could just in case there was that late caution and we were going to have to race those guys behind us. But just want to say good job to my teammate, Ryan Preece, for one of his, you know, Xfinity Series debut with Joe Gibbs Racing. That's pretty impressive. So proud to see that. Hated that I'm in the show, I guess. I took away from him, but hey, Brad was too.
Victor Lane's right over there. We'll see you there in just a second.
The moment you've waited for has arrived. Now here to give the command to start engines for today's Overtons 301. Please welcome your Grand Marshal, founder of Overton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, New Hampshire, for supporting Overtons. And now join with me in saying, drivers, start your engines.
Fire crank here to give. You can fire it up when you're ready.
The engines are fired. The intensity about to ramp up. Green flag's coming up next. Green flag in the air. Two by two through 1 and 2. Surging out front, Martin Truex Jr. and Matt Kenseth makes the move up to second. Kenseth on a tear now as Kenseth looks to the inside. He'll try to take the lead away from Martin Truex Jr. We're going to take a look at the start of the race. Right now they're posting the 48s for a start violation. I mentioned Jimmy Johnson running in the 4th spot, but they are going to call it a start violation for the 48, so he'll have to serve that penalty.
And Rick, the rules are different for the original start of the race. Every other start, second place can beat the leader to the line, but not on the original start, and it wasn't even close. The 48 beat Martin Truex Jr. to the start-finish line. Jeff, that would be fine over the course of the day, but not on the original start.
As the up into the wall, Eric Jones into the wall in turn 3. And that will bring a caution out. The second one of the day. This one early. You see the left front tire is blown. And a little bit of damage there.
Heavy impact. Such a disappointing end of their day. You and I both, Steve, talked about they had good speed in practice. They were running well inside the top 10.
Especially on pit road, you see the 77 leaving here, tries to get 3 wide. Man, gets sandwiched between the 11 of Denny Hamlin and the 5 of Casey Kane. Kind of banged both front tires. Actually left a donut on the right side of the 5 car.
Remember, the exhaust on the right side of the car potentially hit that left front tire.
Oh, yeah, you can just see the left front was down. You saw it shaking and moving. Just nothing he could do. Got the brakes locked up. Hard impact. Kelly.
Yeah, the team obviously saw that contact on pit road, and they were trying to look at that left side for any damage. They thought he was okay, so they obviously kept him out there, but a disappointing end for a team that's potentially could get into the playoffs based on points alone. Obviously, they want to win, but this day's done.
Just moments ago.
78 to 42 have got everybody covered. 78 with everybody out there right now, we're in the pace that he is. 42 is passing cars just going wherever they are not. He is passing all the way up to 10th already, so I know we can get up there pretty quick ourselves. 10-4.
And that's Cole Witt.
Down the apron if you can see, keep rolling.
Smoke rolling out from underneath the
Straight
72.
To the garage, Brad. Straight to the garage.
And amazingly, 8 laps away from the end of stage 1, Jeff. We want to make a statement that it's not just mile-and-a-half racetracks that we can win on. We can win on mile tracks. And coming out of turn 4, Martin Truex Jr. is going to win stage number 1 from New Hampshire.
And for the 14th time this season, stage winner, MTJ.
The backstretch he goes. Kyle Busch, after trying a little strategy before the end of stage 1, came to pit road, then stayed out at the end of the stage. Now it has paid off as he comes out of turn number 4. Kyle Busch is going to win stage 2.
Roll out.
Joe Gibbs Racing teammate Denny Hamlin finishing second in that stage. Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson, all top 5 finish. Martin Truex Jr., Matt Kenseth, Ryan Blaney, Kyle Larson, and Clint Boyer, the top 10.
I'm going to go to the front and pass the little field and lap them, put them a lap down, and I'm going to win this thing. How about that?
And so Truex now coming to pit road. There you see him, flat right front tire. May have not been his plan to come down this soon, but now as you see him trying to lift the jack, the car that has dominated all day long now has a problem. Crew going to quick work. The right sides are done. There's the old tire. They'll get the fresh ones on the left. Hopefully no suspension damage to the 78.
Sometimes things have to go your way. The 78, very unfortunate to have a flat tire, but very fortunate that it's inside the pit window. And as we start to see more and more cars hit pit road, the 78 actually started this green flag cycle inadvertently.
Kyle Busch, too fast entering pit road.
Too fast, section 5.
So the opportunity to potentially get to victory lane in 2017 may have to wait another race.
That's the goal, to stay ahead of Kyle Larson.
And a caution comes out just as Kenseth was able to get by Martin Truex Jr. And that means there will be a restart. Kenseth.
Got us in the left rear.
Got us in the left rear. Not sure who it was that got him in the left rear.
He was running 23rd at the time.
Whoever got him very good because he's backwards up the track. Again, you see contact's already been made. Does a nice job not getting into the wall.
Yes, he does.
Not a lot of damage, just...
Okay, so now it's pit stop time.
Is it?
Yes,
Everybody
it is.
comes?
Yes,
you do
it
a
is.
2-tire, 4-tire? Is that an option now?
Well, you think this is really basically the same as what we saw in stage 1. And you see Ryan Newman get his car back going again. This is the same as it was in stage 1. It was
once again, we'll have to be the bearer of bad news for the 18 team. Too fast entering, speeding once again on pit road.
Too fast, section 5 again. Same one.
Right. Time around. Can Denny Hamlin hold him off? The lap traffic's going to come into play again. Down the backstretch they go for the final time.
You're all clear. You will not get there.
The spotters don't think he can get there. Denny Hamlin through 3 and 4. Hamlin He's going to hold off Larson. Hamlin wins in 2017.
Backup car for the win. Hold on, gentlemen. Love you guys. Solid race. Thank you, team. Great job.
Hamlin's going to start his celebration. This moment presented by Sunoco. Fueling victories all season long. He's going to try to burn it down all the way in front of the grandstands at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. What an impressive burnout here. And look at the fans lining the fence. And they're with the rear tires.
For the crew, Rick, and I think this crowd loved that burnout. We'll get to that in a second. I want to know, how much were you watching your rearview mirror there on the 42 for those final few laps, Denny?
Yeah, I was just trying to do everything I could to pace. I knew he had a very fast car, and it just seemed like we were able to get off the corner pretty good. And really, I just ran kind of a pace there, which I felt comfortable with. And just in case we had to restart, I didn't want to burn the tires up. But proud of this whole FedEx office team. Backup car. Put us behind the 8-ball on Friday, but it's cool to win one like this.
I think these fans enjoyed the burnout through 1 and 2 the most. That was impressive.
I wish I had more tires. I could have made it a full lap.
How about these fans, though? They've come down to the fence to see you here, Denny. And let's talk about the season at JGR. How tough, honestly, has it been, a 20-race winless streak for this organization?
Yeah, it's definitely been tough, but it's not from a lack of trying. We've been getting better every week, and as far as I'm concerned, I think we should race here 10 times a year.
There you go. I think these fans would agree with you. We'll see you in victory lane. Denny Hamlin, his 3rd New Hampshire win, and Rick, that's why he wishes we raced here 10 times a year.